Hello YouTube, this is Nick with Winter's Camp. Let's go camping. Alright, well, we're here at Salamonie Lake. We're getting ready to nose down out here, and we're going to paddle around and do a little bit of exploring, and then maybe later on probably hunt for some firewood. But for right now, I think we're just going to play around on a canoe because it's so nice outside right now.
First, we're popping the cherry. It's the first time in the water since Nick's had it here. The Old Town Explorer or Discovery 16-footer. Nice canoe. I think we got plenty of room with our gear in here, and yeah.
All right, guys, we'll catch you on the flip side for now. We're just out here paddling around, and this guy decided to show up. Just awesome.
Paddling the Salamonie.
I think the last time I was in a canoe, I was a kid, and I didn't like it because I didn't like that. You think it's a death wobble,
Yeah.
but it's really nothing to worry about. To tip this canoe over, you really gotta make it tip, really.
Those guys that are soloing something like this, you know. Alright.
Well, finally found a spot after doing about maybe close to an hour of canoeing.
Yeah.
Probably more than that. We probably paddled a good, I'll say 2 miles, maybe 2.5 miles.
And then we're kind of southeast of Morrison Island, if you know where that is on Salamonie Lake. I think that's where we're at here. And we found a nice clear spot here to set up and
Firewood for days, just
yeah.
a ridiculous amount of dead wood out here, and so there'll be no shortage of having a fire later, which is nice because I don't like to camp without a fire.
So we're going to try to set up our stuff here, maybe get a little snack. I'm getting a little hungry.
Yeah, I could probably use something to eat us.
Yeah. Well, we got some work to do before the boat is at about 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're going to set up camp real quick and maybe show you some of our gear later also.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
see, we got camp set up finally. We got a decent fire pit right here. Matt's got a pretty good primitive shelter. Really primitive.
I'm going primitive tonight.
I set up just a small snug pack. It's a snug pack ionosphere. Seen a lot of good reviews on it, and I thought since we're just a good trekking tent, we're out here trekking, might as well try it out, see how I like it.
Yeah, it'll be your first night using it. We got a good setup going. We don't really have to go taking a lot of time to find firewood to keep our fire going tonight. It's all right here. Just got to watch out for these guys. We've got some thorns around us straight over that way, and there's hawthorns, big hawthorns around here. They got thorns on them, probably about 3 inches, 4 inches long, some of them.
Yeah.
So where we're at here, we're
probably won't be too much.
We're okay. And we saw some little cherry tomatoes around this area too, which I think are cherry tomatoes. I don't know if they're kind of a wild one or something, or
we'll eat one later and get back with you.
Yeah, they're pretty yellow.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
So,
or we won't get back with you.
I think right now we're just gonna get some firewood, which is not few and far between right now.
There it is.
It's everywhere. Well, Matt, what do you think?
I think we've got a pretty good thing going on here. We've got Nick's making up some chicken, some fresh chicken vegetable soup over there, and I've got Progresso here tonight. But we got chicken and then bacon on a stick, and I tell you what, that is probably the best piece of bacon I think I've ever had in my life. This bacon at its best here. Definitely. Got some peppers down there and good stuff. Nick already finished his beer. Slam that pretty quick.
Took care of business, son.
That's bushcraft beer. That's how you drink beer when you're bushcrafting, because you don't have a whole lot of time. I haven't had that Yingling for a while. It's pretty good.
I like it.
Tastes good after you haven't had it for a while. I made up some jar cloth. Added another little piece to our fire kit.
Just after seeing that bald eagle earlier,
Yeah, we
just
got right underneath him. That was he was master of that point there. That was too cool.
He had his nest there too, and we were gonna camp out over there by him, but it was just the bank was too high, and with all the stuff that we have with us, we probably would have come tumbling down that ridge over there.
We probably would have been kicking ourselves there. But yeah, we found a much better spot here. And then back that way, it kind of, there's like a big ravine that's flattened out in there, and could do some serious stealth camping down in there. Nobody'd ever see you.
They wouldn't see your fire or nothing.
We're gonna get a good sunset here tonight too. Man, it's gonna be beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous George. Decided not to bring the fishing stuff this time. The water in the lake down here is so dirty. It's just, I mean, you probably you can't even see an inch below the surface, probably. It's just so turned up. So
We had a lot of rain the past couple weeks, and the reservoirs are here to accommodate for flooding in the smaller towns we have around here. So there's two reservoirs. We have the Mississinawa and the Salamonie Reservoir, and those were built by the Army Corps of Engineering way back in the day, so that the Wabash wouldn't flood. You know, Wabash.
the Wabash gets racing anyway when it floods. That gets high anyway.
And usually in the wintertime, these reservoirs are nothing but they're just a little 50-yard wide creek. But this thing filled up. Maybe it probably took a good 4 or 5 days for it to fill up. But it's at the same level it would be in the summertime. So it's at, right now it's full, like it usually is in the summer. But it usually doesn't get full until later on in the spring. They kind of gradually start filling it up. But like I said, with all the rain we've had here recently, that
Had lots of flooding.
they've dammed her up.
Even up north, you know, around Goshen, where I'm from, there, or south of Goshen, but yeah, real bad flooding up in there too.
I think I'm gonna get me a time lapse of that sunset over there.
Yeah, definitely.
Buddy. Beautiful night. Just lost. Got the moon coming up behind us.
Yeah, it's 95% full.
Yep.
But before the moon came up, man, the sky was just lit up with stars. It was awesome. I'm gonna make another cup of some Taster's Nasty.
Yep. No sense in going to bed. It's too nice.
Yeah, it's too nice. I gotta stay up a little bit tonight.
It's 34 degrees. Supposed to get down to 26. It'll be 26 degrees when the sun comes up in the morning. So it'll probably be a little frosty.
I think we're in for a good night. I grabbed a bunch of, or Nick helped me. We grabbed a bunch of that tall grass, and I kind of enclosed my shelter a little bit more over there. It looks like a little den or something that a bear would come out of. And
yeah, quite the foxhole, that's for sure.
yeah. And then kind of thinking about it a little bit more, Nick mentioned as long as the wind doesn't pick up here, the sparks start flying over there that way, I might have a little rude awakening. But it's very still, just as calm as can be out here. Really, it's
you're gonna go from a really cold night in Indiana to Cancun, Mexico, real quick.
yeah. Talk about some added warmth for if you're on a budget. Just start your shelter on fire. That will be good.
I haven't really messed with the DSLR a whole lot today. I have an extra Samsung Galaxy S5 that's supposed to do 4K video, so I did get some footage with that, so hopefully that'll be sufficient for the quality I'm looking for. If not, I'll not use that again. But earlier today I did do some video of the canoe floating in the water.
Yeah.
And I did get a video of the sunset. Hopefully I can speed that up and make it look like more of a time lapse than a video.
Yeah. And we got some good pictures of the bald eagle that we saw earlier today as we were coming canoeing over to this spot. That was just unreal. He was perched. We went right underneath his tree basically, and he took off then. But I mean, you could see, you could look him right in the eyes. I mean, he was looking right. That's how close we were. It was awesome. That just made the trip almost there. I mean, along with.
That's not the only time. I think this is our third time. Me and Matt have seen bald eagles.
Yeah, about every time we go out, I think we see a bald eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you know you're going to the right spots.
Yeah. That's like I was telling Matt. You know, we like outside and the outdoors, and when you love it that much, it loves you back. You know, and you get to see stuff like that. But you only get to see stuff like that if you get out of the house. It's sitting on the computer or watching My 600-Pound Life. You ain't gonna be able to go out and see that stuff.
Yeah, and even watching YouTube videos that are more instructional things, like more than like what we're doing here. But watch a few videos and then get out and try those things that you've watched, and the more you do that, and that's what I'm doing too. I'm learning a lot of different skills, but you can soak it all up watching YouTube. But if you don't go out and actually do it, it's not gonna do a whole lot of good for you.
Yeah, it's really what prompted me to come outside, is watching that stuff.
They
make it look easy and fun, but it's only easy if you do it a lot.
I had a time just putting together my shelter, just kind of a pub tent type of shelter. But when you're doing those things by yourself, I mean, it's not as easy as what you think. Luckily I got a good buddy here that's more than willing. We're gonna help each other out. We're gonna get things set up, and we're gonna have a good trip. Teamwork.
Yeah, I haven't done a solo trip yet, but I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say I'm afraid of the dark, but I don't like talking to myself too much either.
Yeah. Well, it's fun to enjoy it with, if you got a good buddy, hey, you guys make a plan and get your gear together and talk about it, plan it out, and go do it. And go somewhere, don't go to Canada for your first trip if you're from Ohio and have no experience, of course, but yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just getting out there. And my little fire's about to go out again here.
Yeah, I want to thank guys like, Luke from the Outdoor Gear Review and Taro from Taro Movies and Felix similar. You start watching those guys and watch some of the stuff that they have achieved and can do. And
That'll motivate you.
It really does. I mean, there's more to life than just keeping up with the time, so to speak. You don't have to keep up with the time. There's so much more to do than be on your phone or watching TV. I mean, I'm about ready to get rid of my direct TV. I mean, there's only a couple things I watch, really, during just one day a week, really. It's usually a NASCAR race, if I can stay up and actually watch one, because, watching things go around in circles puts your ass to sleep real quick. But not really into sports. I mean, if there's a Cubs game on locally, I'll watch a Cubs game. I mean, I'd rather do that in person, to be honest. But living in Indiana, and the weather's only good certain parts of the years. I don't like to camp when it's super hot out, and not super cold. But when I find the opportunity to come out here and do it, I like to come out and do it. Matt's gonna make him some coffee. He's got his little bushcraft stove with him. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I got this, it's called the Firebox. Completely folds up. It's got a little ashtray underneath it you can pull out. I bought I don't have it out here. It comes with these two pieces here that'll go across it, and then you can set your cup on it. But I did buy you can buy it separately, an actual grate that goes clear across. Just kind of make it a little more stable, or if you actually want to throw if you wanted to throw a little piece of chicken or something on there, I guess you could do that too. This is the first time I've had it out, and I really, really like it. And for, about $50, not a bad little, it's got some weight to it, but yeah, not bad at all. I like it.
I have to get one of those. I don't think the soup can stove is gonna.
Well, it was between this one and that the Bush Buddy.
Yeah.
Is kind of your.
Well, I think Tyro had something like what you got.
Yeah. But I thought square would be more stable.
Yeah, for sure. It's more rigid, I think. Mm-hmm. And that one actually breaks down. And all the other rocket stoves I've seen, they're round like a percolator, and you can't really do anything with the space that it takes up. At least that one that can fold down real nice and store it away.
Slides. I put it in a separate little pouch, and it came with a pouch, but
hey, keep your light on. That looks pretty cool.
Does that look better?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right, we got a fire going here now.
Cool. I like it.
Now, one drawback to this stove is you have to keep feeding this baby, which it's fun to do. It's kind of fun, but get you a good size pile of little stuff, and it's got to be pretty small too. Like even just this big right here won't fit through the holes that they've made in here. So really, I think the best way is just to feed it from the top. And
if you're only cooking, a cup of coffee over there, your cup shouldn't be too big, blocking your your access, you know, to actually put wood in it.
Yeah.
It leaves you plenty of room to put stuff in for sure.
When you've got your cup on there, yeah, you can still feed it in there. I'm gonna go grab my other pack of coffee here real quick.
I want to thank my wife for letting me come out and do this. She knows that I need to do this, you know, because sometimes there's some stuff going on in your life and you just need to get out and do this, you know. Takes the edge off. And tell you what else, it really takes the edge off. It's not, some people they have to have alcohol and drugs to take the edge off. No, this is what I call taking the edge off right here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm back and forth with trying to quit smoking, and when I'm in a setting like this, I don't even think about it. It's, I don't know, that I guess that just goes to show you kind of the hustle and bustle of the of the life in the city. I don't know. It just kind of has a way of kind of stressing you out, I guess. And
living life in the fast lane, man, it could make you old real quick. You just got to take the time to slow down. This is how you slow down right here.
yeah, we've got some Taster's Choice,
Also known as.
some Taster's Nasty. You know, the more I drink this coffee, the more I like it, though. I tell you.
It's not bad. I like
It's a good camp coffee. I mean,
1.5 packets is what I like to put in there to make it a little bit stronger.
yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, it just tastes like instant coffee, but you can make it taste like real coffee if you want to put a little bit more hair on your chest, so to speak.
Oh yeah. This is the only knife I brought with me. I bought one of the inexpensive Mora knives. This is the Pro Carver, and man, out of the box, this thing just slices through the paper, just right out of the package. Just an awesome Scandinavian grind on it. It's not a full tang knife, but I haven't tried to beat it or anything out here because I don't want to break it. It's the only knife I brought worth anything. I'm gonna grind the spine down. It's got a rolled edge on it right now, so it won't spark on your ferrule rod. But yeah, I like this thing. Like 20 bucks. I hope that was okay. I thought I was bleeding there for a minute. I just got some Taster's Nasty on my thumb there.
Need some more little sticks for that guy.
Yeah, she's starting to
There we
get
go.
the window out a little bit again. There we go. Oh, thank you, man. That moon's coming up.
Yeah, it's gonna be super bright here later, and I'll break out the zoom lens and try to get some pictures of that moon later, or sooner. It'll probably be up here pretty quick.
That fire is hot. There is some heat coming off of that thing.
Well, I think me and Matt are gonna let this fire burn down and close it up. All in all, pretty good day. Got the moon coming up behind us back there. That little dot, that's what that is back there.
It was a good day. It's still just, temperature's great out here right now. It's probably 9:30. 9:30 or so, I guess.
10:15.
Oh.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up and
Smell leftover burnt marshmallow. Smells like one anyway. Anyway, we're gonna let the fire burn down, and so we'll get it to actually fit the fire pit, so it can have a contained type of burn, so Matt doesn't catch his stuff on fire.
yeah, we're starting to accumulate a little bit of dew on here. I think we'll be safe.
All right. In the meantime, we will see you all in the morning.
We'll be back in the morning and get ready to load up and head out.
Cool.
All right. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, folks.
Survived another camping adventure. I say survived because we got pretty cold last night. We're still working on our cold weather camping game here.
Yeah, it was one of the least comfortable experiences, I think, but it was nonetheless an experience. And
I think I slept better this time than we did the last time, because I had my hammock the last time and I didn't have an underquilt, so whatever wind swept through my bottom side, I felt it pretty much the whole night. We heard some coyotes again last night and some owls. It was great. Loved it.
Well,
The moon started rising about 9 o'clock last night and pretty much lit up everything all night. The moon actually just set in front of us over here.
yeah, it's still up there.
So-
Got up about 5 o'clock this morning. I got out. I got out of my shelter. Started the fire back up here and still had some coals going, and it was to the point to where I had to go to the bathroom and was cold and just about better off getting the fire going and getting warm out here. So got a fire, stood in the dark here till the sun come up, and Nick got his percolator going over there. We had some good campfire coffee and got some Mountain House scrambled eggs with bacon that I didn't put enough water in. I would recommend putting, it says to put 3/4 of a cup in, but I think I would do a full cup, if not a little more. And just it didn't taste bad, but lesson learned. We got some other snacks. Some beef jerky and stuff. We'll be all right. We'll be, I don't know, probably head out quick before the wind picks up. Maybe a little.
Yeah, I might wait a couple hours, let the sun come up, warm some things up. I still got some frost on my tent. There's frost all over
Yeah.
the place right now, so I kind of want to get my gear somewhat dry before I pack it away, because I don't know how long it's going to be before I do this again, and I don't like to keep my gear packed up wet, because it'll just get moldy and mildew, and
Yeah.
it'll ruin it.
And we had some frost in the canoe down there too. It was a chilly morning.
I wouldn't trade another day for it, though, to be honest. I mean, every chance I get to come out here, I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, we had such a good day yesterday, and we got geese all around us out here.
You know, honking.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to scout out that bald eagle's nest again on the way back today, and maybe we'll come across him again. And
Well, you know, they say a good day's work still doesn't compete with a bad day of camping. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd still rather have a bad day at camping than a good day at work.
yeah, we had a good time out here. Definitely we'll come back. Probably come back to this same area here. Maybe maybe explore back this way a little bit, and but over here too is kind of like a little duck pond, which is really neat. With the water being up how it is right now, it's a pretty cool little spot back there. And
yeah, we'll have to see how the water levels are here in a couple weeks, because they're about 5 feet higher than normal. Normal summer pool. The summer pool is a little bit lower than it is right now, so we'll have to try it out. Some of these little ponds might not be able to get access to with the water level dropping a little bit, but we'll just have to see next time. So we're gonna cut out here and pack our stuff up here in a little while, and we'll get some video of the canoe ride back to the boat ramp. So you guys take care.
yeah, take care. If you guys are interested in checking Salamonie out, we'd highly recommend it. It's an awesome place out here. Come down and get a boat and check it out.
price you pay for doing this kind of stuff, I guess.
It got down pretty cold last night, but sun's out.
Here at the boat ramp and got the truck warming up.